Kelly, tell us a little bit about what you've been doing here today at Brockhall.
I've been here watching the Blackburn Rovers players train, but mainly I've come to challenge a few players at the game of table tennis.
And how was that challenge?
Interesting. The players think they're very good. I've had a couple of cheeky conversations with them on Twitter, the banter kind of going to and forth. But yeah, it was great to finally get them on the table and to have some matches against them, and I'm pleased to say that I won. They're not bad actually, they all can play. Hope kind of was the person that I wanted to challenge the most, because we were the one that was trying to arrange the table tennis game. But Danny Graham's got a great serve, but I have to say that the most competitive person of the lot was the gaffer. He was definitely up for the challenge, and I'm pleased to say that I beat him as well.
An interesting day for you to come down and experience this away from your normal schedule?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously being a Blackburn Rovers fan myself, it's great to kind of finally meet the players and meet the manager, and just to see kind of what they do on a daily basis, to see the facilities that they've got here. It's absolutely brilliant, and just to socialise with them all. It's just been a great day.
Hop, tell us a little bit about what Kelly's been doing down here today.
Yeah, Kelly's come down. We've had a few chats on Twitter and stuff that she was going to come down and show us how to play table tennis, and she's come down. She hasn't let us down. She's very good.
You've had a couple of games against her. Just how good is she, and what was that like?
Yeah, I say first game didn't get any points at all. Second game got a few, but you can tell she's championship level. She's sick.
Is it good to have someone with that mentality to come down to the club?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's crazy how you start playing and there's a little crowd. You know, you start feeling a bit of pressure, but people who play at that level, you know, they don't feel the pressure. They just go out and do what they do, and she showed us the skills today, which are fantastic. There's a few good players: Jason Steele, Danny Graham, even Marvin Emnes has got a few bits as well. She's told us about the Olympic experience and, you know, what it takes to be consistently at a high level of sport. So, you know, it's a good insight into that mentality, and you know, she's a direct access to someone who's playing at that level. So it's good to speak to her.
Dave, tell us a little bit about the experience that St Bede's kids have had today here with Kelly.
Basically, they've come down here today under the guise of Premier League for Sport, and to meet Kelly, who's England #1 women's champion, and they're seeing the top end of the profession there, and how good you need to be when you're at that level. So it's a bit of an eye opener for them. But they're well grounded, they're good kids, and they play to a decent standard in the local league, and they also play sort of schools, county competitions, and progressing really well at the moment.
It's a competitive environment though. You've got the
you get sportsmen, the natural sportsmen, and consequently some of the skills are transferable. They're working at the football, they're fit, so the movement should be there, the coordination should be there, and then it's just a matter of applying it to a different discipline, such as table tennis.
Finally, what will the kids from St Bede's take from today's experience?
They've enjoyed it, and that's top and bottom of it. If you've got to enjoy sport, if you're going to, whatever it is you're doing, whichever sport you're doing, these boys are table tennis players, but they play football, they run, tennis, you name it, so they will get a good across the board picture today of what's required across the board.
Is it important to have this link between professional athletes and kids in the community, like the kids that are down here today from St Bede's?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really important that kind of elite athletes give back to the community, and they really enjoy it. So I just think it's really important that everybody kind of gets together and supports a community where possible.
You mentioned you're a Blackburn fan. Tell us about how you got into football in this club.
Yeah, I've supported Blackburn all my life. My stepdad supports them, so obviously I've grown up with him since I was a baby, and we used to come up all the time, nearly every weekend. So I'm from Leamington Spa, so it's like a 2-hour trek, but we used to do it, and I was lucky enough to be mascot for Rovers the year that Blackburn won the Premier League. So again, that was a moment that I will never forget, and I actually found the old pictures the other day looking back, and obviously having my picture taken with Shearer, Colin Hendry, all those Rovers legends. Yeah, it was just a great experience, and I'll always support Blackburn.